we have a chance to see how the next two or the next matchup is going to go in that direction. There's a lot more pressure on Evers de Jong when he faces Maverick now in the final game of the group stage. So here it comes, match number 6.
السلام عليكم، معكم مافريك ريجونال وينر في الريجن ديال اوروب وافريقيا. الصراحه فرحان حيت تاهلت ووصلت لهذا الفاينل هذا، وان شاء الله الفرحه غتكمل فاش غادي نديها. هذا الفاينل هذا كي كتعرفوا وصلوا ليه 4، كل واحد بداز من اقصائيات صعاب، يعني كل واحد كيستاهل بلاصتو. الخطه غادي تكون ان شاء الله نلعبوا على الكونتراتاك، ما غنشدوش كره، اللي بغى كره يشدها عنده ويديها مع الدار، ما كيهمنا هو الرباح. ان شاء الله غادي نديروا اللي علينا، والبطوله ان شاء الله في الجاي.
Well, our first chance to take a look at one of the players to feature in the Borussia Dortmund eFootball Championship Grand Final for 2026. Maverick is there. He is representing Morocco. He's representing the Europe and Africa region as he won the regional qualifier. He's won every game so far in the group stages. He now faces one of the players who could theoretically, mathematically face him in the final. There are two players chasing him, but it doesn't matter for Maverick. Regardless of the result, we'll be seeing this young man, 22 years old, from Morocco in that final.
Yeah, I mean, Evers de Jong is probably looking at this as he could still top the group here with a win. I think his ultimate goal is to get to the final of the group stage and represent Borussia Dortmund in the World Final, so the plan doesn't change for him. Whereas with Maverick, Harry, he does kind of have a free hit here, so to speak, doesn't he?
He does indeed. He is controlling the Dortmund of the red cursor, the white jersey, attacking this left-hand goal on the ball currently. It is a bit of a free hit for him. Gets a first look at one of the players who is likely to face him in that grand final.
And interesting enough in the interview as well, Maverick is kind of one of the only players today to talk about his game plan and talk about his style, where he said, like, listen, I'm possession based, but I want to hit on the counter attack. I'm going to draw the opponent in by holding possession, and you know, it'll be interesting to see. We mightn't see it in this game, he mightn't show his hand, but it'll be interesting to see how that actually plays on. Is there mind games there, or is he playing a little bit more defensively than he's letting on? The results would say that whatever's happening is working for him, so
it seems to be working for him so far in the opening 20. He's had the Lions' share of chances so far. And to be honest, de Jong hasn't had too much of a look in, coming off a 3-0 victory in the previous round. You'd imagine he'd want to try and continue that form. He's on the ball now. Julian Brandt can't quite find his man. I mentioned earlier, we already have one Moroccan who's qualified for the World Finals. That was Jalali. He's actually the first player to qualify for the World Finals of 2026. That was all the way back in December. So Jalali is watching this from home. Watching on, arguably, probably cheering on his countrymate here.
for today, for now anyway.
Oh, Kurasi! Oh, what we're talking about Morocco! It is Indonesia! It is de Jong who has broken the lines, and that is a big goal! If de Jong wins, he'll top the group and guarantee a berth in that final.
That's a crazy goal. I mean, I just want to see again here before I... Guirassy just pulls away, and it just kind of goes past the leg, goes through the legs of the defender. I'm not 100% sure. I'll get a better angle here. who it is, it just kind of goes through his legs. He just gets caught in transition. The animation there just slightly delayed. It's in the back of the net before we can even look at it. But listen, I'd love to see the stat for Guirassi's goals today, because I think he scored every single match we've watched. But De Jong again continuing where he left off.
He's put in a real shift on stream today. His 100% record so far, so good. A draw and a win. Maverick can't get the controlled strike away in time, and we're approaching half-time here. And what is match number 3 of the mobile of our streaming here today, the final round. Julian Brandt here for Maverick, goes for the stunning strike, and it's off the top of the crossbar, and that signals the end of the first half. 1-0 to De Jong. Advantage to him now going into the second 45.
Yeah, I mean, I keep going back to Harry, you know, you speaking about De Jong, and you kind of saying to me that before, like, that he's very talented, like that he does have the potential to go all the way. He's really shown it again today against Maverick. Maverick, obviously, this is we're watching him here on the mainstream on Streaming A. He's looked good in parts. You just have to question, is he giving it is he holding something back a little bit here? Because it is a free hit. He's probably saying to De Jong, all right, well, how are you going to attack me? How are you going to break me down? What are you going to do? Oh, okay, you do a lot of this, you do a lot of that. He can download all that information and go at it in the final. But De Jong to top this group would be a huge, huge play here for him.
Would be a big statement indeed. So far, so good. After 45 minutes, it is not the favour that Nur El-Din elsewhere would be hoping. It's a big goal difference swing in the group table between second and third. And for the young Egyptian, Nur El-Din, he would need Maverick to win by plenty of goals, and so far, that has just not been the tale of this match. Second half underway. This is Maverick in possession now. Trying to put the pedal to the metal. Ryerson with the cross in towards Bayer. You know, he's good in the air.
Oh, dangerous.
That's a dangerous giveaway. That's returned in kind, though, by Maverick. And sometimes that's all it takes as De Jong is threatening in behind. Already, with how long the ball has stayed in play, we're approaching the period of the game where those substitutes can start to make a difference. You think about changes. And if the ball stays in for much longer, that window might just pass by us. Could be a big chance coming here soon. Bayer cannot find his man.
It's sloppy, isn't it? It's both guys are kind of sloppy with the ball here and just giving it away and giving it back again.
Svensson, far side, crossing in towards Guirassy, takes it on, Bayer wins the ball back, goes for the back heel, why? Oh no! That was a big chance. Still fighting here, Maverick. And the ball still in play. It's stayed in for the majority of this second half. There might not be time for substitutes in this game.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just going for it.
Over the top. Can he find anyone in the middle? It's Bayer waiting. It's back across the goalkeeper. And now, if there were subs queued up, they're only going to have about 10 minutes here, Barry, to make any kind of impact.
Yeah, I feel like Maverick's been very loose with the ball today, and I'm just wondering, will we see a different version of him? There will be changes here. I think this is just going through the motions of making changes now. I do feel like, yeah, Maverick is going to be interesting to see if he can switch it on in the next game, because this is what De Jong has been doing all game and all match day today. He's been playing this style away, or this type away. But Maverick has seemed to be very loose with the ball. I'm not too sure if he's like just a little bit, you know, is he just holding back a little bit? Time will tell. But yeah, it's an intriguing game, but it's been kind of scrappy, I would say, Harry. Would that be fair to say?
It's
definitely been attritional. I think scrappy certainly in the second half.
Yeah.
From what we've seen no one really grab the game by the scruff of the neck. The benefactor of that, of course, is De Jong, who currently holds the lead, and even a point, I assume, would be enough for him to make that knockout stage grand final to come. And that was the goal for him. For Maverick, there's less at stake for him. There's less motivation for him in this match, knowing his berth is guaranteed entering this round of matches. Could be the difference between the two performances we've seen. Still time. Marcel Sabitzer. Crossfield ball. No intent to try and keep the ball for the last attack of the game. For Maverick so far, only 1 minute added on, so straight back into the mixer.
Yeah, that's it.
Sabitzer clears, and that is a big 3 points for De Jong. A 1-0 game that passed by us like the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
The ball stayed in play for so long. It's not the flashiest game you'll see, but the points go back to Indonesia. And De Jong has done enough. He has survived the group stage gauntlet. And we'll see a rematch between the two in the grand final later.
We will. It's perfectly teed up as well. I mean, that was probably just the calm before the storm, I think, with these two boys, because obviously they probably had it in their head that they were going to be facing each other if results stayed that way. But Yves de Jong taking nothing to chance. He just said, listen, I'm going to go out and get the 3 points here and guarantee that I'm going to be at the grand finale today. Both these guys really want it. I just felt like, as you said, Harry perfectly summed it up, just kind of passes by that game, didn't it? And even there was no real like, oh, well, I bring subs. It's like, it's fine. Let's just chill and whatever. But yeah, I mean, listen, that one goal, I don't think Maverick would be too upset about conceding that goal, because he'll look to stop those leaks in the second game that they play in the grand finale. But yeah, all to do for Maverick, I think, because we've seen a lot of De Jong. We're going to see one more game of him in the final, but interesting game, interesting setup.
Of course, there's the psychological advantage De Jong will possess going into that. There was that strike off the woodwork just as the halftime whistle happened. We'll get a chance to see this by a chance again here soon. I wondered, back heel, is it really necessary?
Go for the flashiness.